Hello, everyone. It's Dr. Anna Kabecka, the Girlfriend Doctor. I'm grateful to be here with all of you, and I want to invite you to join me in 3 days of fasting. Whether you are ready, if you experienced a fasting, we're going to do what you can go all the way for it and do the water fast, or you're kind of working up to that, do a bone broth fast, 3 days, 72 hours of bone broth. Or thirdly, just warming up, do Keto-Green fasting. And there we typically make Keto-Green smoothies and drink plenty of alkalinizing mighty maca. These two things really helpful in balancing phase 1 and phase 2 detoxification and alkalinizing your body, 0 grams of sugar. So that really kind of starts you on, a healthy fasting regimen with detoxification, which is really important. Like, going into fasting means we have to support detoxification. And there are so many benefits to fasting. I talk about this in my books, The Hormone Fix and Keto-Green 16. But number one, it really does increase insulin sensitivity and helps with hormone balance through decreasing hot flashes, improving insulin sensitivity, decreasing blood sugar, helping with cortisol, and really helping support your adrenal glands during this time. And what happens too, we're doing this in a healthy way when we Keto-Green fast, when we're fasting in this way, it also really empowers our immune system. Now more than ever, this season in our life, we're going to do everything we can to boost our immune system, right? So get a thumbs up for that. We're working on boosting our immune system. It's our responsibility to be well, stay well. And again, now more than ever, we're going to do it. Getting into autophagy really helps with that. So I am motivated right now to add that extra boost into my life. And so I love doing it with all of you in my community. So from my women who have been with me intimately in the Girlfriend Doctor Club and have done my Magic Menopause program, to the women who have been doing my challenge in my Keto-Green 16 group, and those who are in my Keto-Green community, and you're at all different levels in there. So you kind of get a feel for where you're starting. If you have my book, The Hormone Fix, there's a questionnaire in there and it tells you your toxicity level, the hormone symptom toxicity questionnaire, and just kind of get an idea of where you're at now. I guarantee you, once you're doing Keto-Green for a while, those symptom scores drop way, way down to 0. So keep at it. Persistence pays off. And now we want to exercise our fasting muscle. In my books, I teach you to do 13 to 16 hours of intermittent fasting on a regular basis and push you to a 72-hour cleansing fast. Again, supporting detoxification, supporting hormone balance, decreasing inflammation, getting you a steady state blood sugar level, getting you into a healthy ketosis so that we're using ketones for brain fuel over glucose, which is essential perimenopause, menopause, and beyond. So we want to get there. And sometimes also taking the step into an extended fast really increases the power of all of this, of getting into ketosis, getting into autophagy, and let your body do its cleaning. Get rid of the unhealthy cells, get rid of the toxins in our body. And we want to do that safely. So you guys know where you're at. So maybe you want to start with Keto-Green fasting, and there's recipes in my book, certainly, and on my website, you can find that, and just ask in the Keto-Green community. And also extra support for you guys, this protein shake, my Keto-Green meal replacement, and mighty maca to help alkalinize you. And I typically take that when I'm bone broth fasting, and even sometimes when I'm water fasting. So really got to push this for myself for the next 3 days. And also remember, we can all do this, especially getting started. You don't want to do a big carbohydrate binge before you fast, because that's going to give you some real lability in your blood sugar and your insulin levels. And we don't want to start that way. So just a regular meal, healthy fats at the meal, hydrate really well through the fasting. And I'll be on Each Day Live in our groups to answer some questions, and you can just ask questions under this video and I will respond. So I'm excited to have you there. I see Edith has put up, thank you, at dranna.com/hormone quiz if you do not have my book, The Hormone Fix. And that will give you a score. And we want to get that number less than 10. So that will tell you how toxic you are. If your number is over 25, do the Keto-Green detox first time round, then go to the bone broth detox cleanse, and then maybe we'll be ready for our water fasting. So this is exercising that fasting muscle. You can do it. I know you can. And I'm excited to have you in here to do that. So Pamela says, well, how to fast? No solids and no liquids for 3 days. Yeah. So that's a really critical part. So when I'm water fasting, that's it. Water, maybe sometimes there's herbal teas that I'll drink. I like to drink hot water with a little bit of rose water essence or orange blossom essence. And I think that's really amazing. And so that's just soothing to my body. And, these extended fasts, the 72 hours, even if we push it a little bit longer, depending on how long we've been doing 3-day fast. If you guys have been doing 3-day water fast, maybe we want to push it. Let's check in on Sunday, because we'll start on tomorrow. We'll eat whatever is your last meal tomorrow. Maybe it's 12 o'clock lunch. And so then you'll break fast at noon or 1 p.m. on Sunday, or maybe it's 7 p.m. dinner Thursday, and you'll break fast at 7 p.m. on Sunday. So see where you're at there, or maybe you'll push it a little further this time and exercise that fasting muscle. I'll check in with you on Sunday and see where we're all out, and listen to your body. There's no failure in fasting. If you're like, can't do it, but I do want to encourage you. Day 2, our hormone, ghrelin, it's the hunger hormone. And it is like peaking. It is raging on day 2. So by the time you're over that 48-hour hump, you're like, the ghrelin's like, okay, I'm not arguing anymore. I'm fine. And so if you make it past that hump, the rest gets easier. And then the only thing is like, oh man, I really want to chew something. I really want to gnaw on something, a bite of something. I think that's really what I feel so many times. So, journal. This is a perfect time to be journaling during this time, taking notes, taking time for yourself. And Jacqueline says, I'm looking forward to this experience. I love it. Thank you. Edith is all hearts and all in. Edith is so all heart. That's so good for her. And Darla said, is keto hard on your kidneys? I've had patients with kidney disease do really well. We don't do keto dirty. We do keto clean, which is Keto-Green in my group. So there's different. So the food balance and nutritional balance that I use in my menus are very, very balancing, but fasting can be very beneficial to your kidneys. Now, another thing, if you have kidney disease, if your creatinine's, increasing, your BUN creatinine lab levels, measure of kidney function, are elevated, you really want to increase those omega-3 fish oils. So the healthy fats, the healthy omega-3s, be sure you're incorporating that in your diet. Sarah, good question. We are doing 72 hours. So I'm doing a 72-hour water fast. You have the option 72-hour water fast, 72-hour bone broth fast, and just drinking bone broth. I have a couple favorite bone broths that I really, really love. And one is Kellyanne Petrucci's bone broth. And it is just one of my favorites. So I love it. I love bone broth. And Bone Broth Masters is another one that I really love. So Dr. Kellyanne's Bone Broth and Bone Broth Masters, but make a big pot. If you've got an Instapot, make a big pot of bone broth, get some bones. They're so cheap and delicious, from grass-fed, preferably free range cows or animals or whatever type of bone. If you're doing chicken, fish, or beef or buffalo bones, something to consider. Make a big batch of bone broth. And so, but that's so much collagen and protein and nourishment for your gut and your intestines. It's so, so healing. So really good. And I want to caution anyone who has blood sugar, instability, is under the care of a physician, to clear this with your doctor and really understand more about fasting. I have a fasting masterclass, and we'll post a link to that too under this video. So you'll be able to go back and look at that fasting masterclass that I did with Cynthia Thurlow, Dr. Mindy Pels, who's amazing, so great on fasting, and Dave Asprey. So we did this fasting masterclass, and that's good information. Plus there's information, lots of information on fasting on my website that you can just Google and search. So that's good information. does fasting increase cortisol? Sometimes I get that message. Well, it depends on how you're doing the fasting. It can temporarily increase it, but depends on how you're doing it. What increases cortisol? How are we stressing our body? We certainly do stress our body during a fast to help clean it out, but often we see a nice low steady state of cortisol. And also too, when we're fasting, we are detoxing, we are cleansing. And that's why often we add in extra Mighty Maca, because Mighty Maca is adaptogenic and will help with that cortisol balance, will help your adrenal function. So if you have any issues with blood sugar, any issues with detoxification, cortisol, adrenal issues, add in the Mighty Maca during your fast, 2, 3, 4 scoops a day. And that will really, really help you during this. Jacqueline says, looking forward to this experience. I am too. I am ready. Let's see. Keto-Green equals keto-clean. Thank you. Deb said, do you still take supplements during fasting? I actually had this conversation this weekend. If you are first round out fasting and your toxicity score is high, again, dranna.com/hormone quiz. If that toxicity score is high, I would definitely support phase 1 and phase 2 detoxification. Mighty Maca and Keto-Green Shake both have phase 2 detoxification support, plus my detox capsules on my website have additional phase 2 detoxification support. One of my friends was doing an extended fast and she was doing coffee enemas. Coffee increases phase 1, and phase 1 releases free radicals, right? We want that, but we need phase 2 antioxidants to encapsulate those free radicals and safely remove them. So no coffee enemas during our water fasting, okay? We really want to make sure we're supporting phase 2 detoxification if we're doing something like that. So just clean and steady and is there a magic time for these chats? I am thinking 10 a.m. Central Time. So that would be 11 a.m. Eastern and 8 a.m. Pacific. So I am factoring in 10 a.m. Central. So we'll put a notice out when we're doing these. That's a great question, Jacqueline. Thanks for asking. Okay, let's see. Here is the fasting masterclass link. And so that is here in your notes. Great, thank you. So you can get that at meet.thegirlfrienddoctor.com/sign-up. So meet.thegirlfrienddoctor.com/sign-up. And we'll get you there. You are welcome, Jacqueline. So that's the plan. 10 a.m. Friday, Saturday, Sunday. And I'll be with you tomorrow. Make sure you're eating really keto-green, lots of good fats, hydrating really well. Another thing that really helps success during fasting. So broth, if you're like, okay, I'm trying for water, but I'm not going to make it. I'm going to add bone broth. I'm going to have my Keto-Green shakes, so have some good healthy options in case you're like, I don't know that I can do this, but I want to encourage you that we really can. And whatever your usual exercise activity routine is, if you feel like, yeah, I can do this, listen to your body. I want you to be completely in tune with what your body is telling you. So many times I work with patients and I ask them, how are you feeling? And they can't tell me. They don't even know how they're feeling. They're so used to blunting their own emotions. And so I want you to really understand your body's calling often for help of some kind. And when we fast, we get really clear. There's a spiritual connection, a higher energy or higher vibration that we step into when we're fasting. And that's one of the reasons I'm fasting this weekend too, just needing that extra spiritual lift, connection, guidance, right? And healing too. It boosts to the immune system, get rid of some unhealthy cells. We all have them, right? If we look in a body, cancer cells are 10 to 20 years before the cancer comes. So this extended fasting really helps do a good cleaning. So periodically that we want to do it once a quarter, a couple times a year when we're extending fasting. But intermittent fasting, my Keto-Green 16 on the majority of the time, that's 80%. So keep at it. We got this. We're going to do this together. I'm excited. Put your notes and questions below this video. And if you want to share it to your page, I really appreciate that, because we want to spread the word and increase the women warriors. And in this world, your guys can do this too, of course. But I want to increase and raise this high vibration among women and really empower us to be healthier together. And as we go through this, so I'm going to coach you on a little bit through this weekend, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, meet you where you're at. And again, there's no losing here. We definitely will learn something. We'll improve our health, improve our body, improve our physiology, and be better for it, for sure. We'll be better for it. So get your journal, stock up tomorrow, eat really nicely Keto-Green, healthy fats, prepare your mind, body, and spirit and family for this adventure. And we'll do it 72 hours, maybe more, 3 days. We want 72 hours. Why? Because the gut mucosal lining takes 72 hours to regenerate. So clearing out that 72 hours, you're going to have really a good resurfacing of the intestinal lining. So often you'll see, your skin glow and acne clear up, and, you'll feel tremendously better with this. So if you guys have any questions, don't hesitate. You want to share it from my YouTube channel at The Girlfriend Doctor. You can share it directly to your page. And from my main Facebook page at The Girlfriend Doctor, you can share it to your personal page. You can't share it from our private groups, because that's how it's protected. But you can share this video from the Girlfriend Doctor main page on Facebook. So I thank you for being here. I'm excited to do this with you. And we're going to do a 3-day extended fast. Yes, Edith, we'll be detoxing mind, body, and soul. And it's really a good thing. And we'll see what happens as you go through it, what you discover about yourself, how it feels for you. But let me tell you, if you've been doing Keto-Green, you're well positioned to get into this 3-day water fast. You ready to push it? So wherever you're at, water fast, bone broth fast, and Keto-Green fasting. The other thing that really helps when we're water fasting is electrolytes. So there's a couple different ones you can stock up on. There's Emerson Tri-Salts. You can get that off of Amazon. It's called Emerson. It's by Emerson, and it's Tri-Salt. It's a white and red bottle. There's LMNT, electrolytes, but you want to make sure there's no artificial sweeteners or sugar in your electrolytes, that it's just these Tri-Salts, so just minerals that you're adding in, and that's perfectly good to do and will help you energize and hold the fast longer. So you can do this. And see everyone Friday morning, 10 a.m. Central, 9 Mountain, 8 a.m. Pacific, 11 Eastern. Okay, I'll see you then. Any questions you have, put them behind here and we'll get started. You guys can do this. I'm excited. See you soon.